if you look at this wire, each stay in it has got a small crease in it, just a little bend in it. And what that does is when you pull this wire, that little bit of bend, you're stretching it out. So it's constantly trying to pull itself back to that bend, which helps keep your wire tight. But this is a class 3 wire, a high tensile wire, which is what this is. This is just high tensile, just the smooth wire that actually is your filler wires on the 1047 612 and a half, which is 10 wires, 47 tall, 6 inches wide, and the 12 and a half gauge is your filler. This is actually a top and bottom 10 gauge wire. Preferably, this is my favorite wire. A lot of people like, this is what they call a non-slip wire, which is it's a class 3 wire too. It is just as good a wire. It's 2 inches taller, believe it or not. But it does not have a bigger top and bottom wire. It's 12 and a half all the way through. But the difference is your stays. Where this is tied, these won't slip. Where you can grab this wire and you can, a cow or something rubbing it, these will slip. But to me, this wire pulls a lot better with the heavier wire on top and bottom. We actually took these two this afternoon and just tied. I'm sure everybody here knows how to tie wire. When you're tying two rolls together, you want to tie each roll you want to tie it back to itself. So basically bend it right out of stay and then come back to itself and wrap.
Basically make 2 loops.
Like I say, this is a class 3 galvanized wire. Years ago, everybody put up the red brand wire. That was the only wire they made, and it was out of the number 9 wire, which is a class 1 wire. It is not high tensile. You could pull that wire tight, and it would be back. It was stretched, so if something got on it, you pushed down on it, it would stay there. With a high tensile, once it's tight, it's done. It's either going to break, or it's going to stay tight, or as loose as you pull it. Now, some people don't like this. Say a tree falls on it, it'll split it like an axe hit it. But there again, if you do have that problem, if you're close to a brace, cut it out wherever your hole is, take it loose back to a brace, and tie your piece back in and re-pull it. But